Hey guys! Hey guys! Welcome back to another reaction! Surprise, here's another reaction video. This is not as close together as I wanted to put the reactions, but the last one performed really well. And based upon it being a reaction video and established memery, I did need a video that I knew you guys would want to click on en masse because today's video has a sponsor. Gotcha, bitch! Guys, huge thanks to Soundcore for sponsoring today's video and letting me talk about their new Liberty Air 2 Pros. For less than $130, the Liberty Air 2 Pros are some excellent quality earbuds. I've been using these for the last 3 weeks or so, and for the price point, I was quite impressed with the sound quality. Plenty of low end that isn't just booming out your ears, good clarity. I work out quite regularly, and I've never had an issue with these earbuds falling out, whether I'm doing squat thrusts, lifting weights, running. Now, you might think this is something silly, but to me, I appreciated this a lot. Just the number of sizes of earbuds that you had at your disposal, you won't have to worry whether or not they will fit your ears properly. Liberty Air 2 Pro has 3 different noise canceling functions: outdoor mode, indoor mode, and transport mode. The earbuds have 6 microphones in them. I've used them on multiple calls over different platforms and had great clarity. They come in 4 different colors, and with the Soundcore app, you can customize your own EQ settings to fit your own liking. Soundcore has integrated Loom into its own app and online communities. Loom is a streaming service dedicated to emerging artists. So when you choose Soundcore, you're also choosing to have access to young musicians who need support. Go ahead and get yourself a pair, or they also make a fantastic gift for a loved one. The link will be in the description below. Supporting sponsors like this goes a long way towards me being able to do what I do for you guys. All right. Back to the video. As is known to most of the internet, I am a damn music snob, and I garnered a lot of my following through my reaction videos. So one of the things I haven't done yet is snobbing on other guitarists who also do reaction videos. Let's see what this turns into. Guitarist reacts. Let's go. First things first, Michael Palmisano. Is that how I pronounce it correctly? Yeah, he's fucking good. I think it's a good idea to open up your video like that. It adds some credibility up front. It's entertaining to watch. Let's see how long he does it for.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I was in
maybe just ever so slightly long, but not a big deal.
Germany this past year, I guess it was a whole year ago, probably right about now. This one guy there, and he had this neck tattoo. Right?
Tim Henson.
And everybody was like, that dude is like changing guitar playing at all. I had no idea who he was. And unfortunately, I don't even remember things started. And I started doing these.
All right, he's talking way the fuck too much. All right, minute 36.
And as you know, I like to pick a couple a week from people who pay to be on the website.
That's great. That's great. But can you get to it?
You can do it.
We're 2 minutes in. Fucking get to it.
Here we go.
All right, if you're gonna do an intro, make it fast. Unless you really have something pertinent to say, which I'll be honest, that was not pertinent at all. Make it fucking fast. Your story is interesting. It can be condensed into less than 30 seconds. I promise you. You'll save your audience time. It'll come across as more entertaining and pithy and witty. Future Mike here. This current video you're watching has an intro of about 2 minutes with an ad in it, and an intro of about 30 seconds if you took that ad out. Look, I've had a number of people complain to me about the fact that I watch videos ahead of time or I don't do an uncut reaction. Y'all can get fucked with a rake. Spiky side first. Some people like that because it feels genuine or whatever. I think it's fucking annoying because I don't want to see someone sit here and go, what? So what I think is, it's a waste of my fucking time. Just get to the fucking point, edit yourself up so that I get the gist of what's going on. I'm gonna assume this is your real fucking reaction. I don't think you have a completely opposite fucking opinion of what you put into a video. Just get to it. He's watching the thing, blah, blah, blah. All right, he's getting into it. I'm not gonna sit here and play the whole thing. If you wanna watch him watch a fucking video, you can do that on your own time. Link will be down below for that. Okay, he's getting into it. He's really jiving.
Do you guys see what I'm talking about? It's like so unbelievably tight.
Yeah.
all the little parts and stuff. It's just my gut feeling is that this has to be corrected in the studio.
That would have been my gut feeling too, actually. But having seen multiple live videos of Tim Henson, he really is incredibly tight. I wouldn't be surprised if they did very minor correction just to give it that truly hip hop feel, if that makes any sense. Obviously, Polyphia draws a lot from hip hop and electronic. And in my mind, that's really not a sin or anything like that. It's genre accurate, if that makes any sense. And when you see them play live, it's not like they're absolutely loose and trash. It still sounds fucking great. It still sounds in time, really tighter than average of most bands. So I would say it probably is ever so slightly corrected. So everything is like brick walled, grid tight, just fucking smacking every single downbeat scientifically exactly.
You know what? Let me go back. Let me establish the key here.
Oh, he's going to try and learn it. Cool. Let's see if you can fuck around with it at all here. I mean, it's a diatonic scale of harmonic minor, I believe. So it's not like it's anything fucking crazy. And once you find the tonal center, you should be able to just pick it out.
But then the bass goes down to F sharp. All I'm trying to say is it's perfectly arranged. I really just want to see him do it live.
Yeah, I agree.
Do licks in the same time and feel as the drummer is doing, like that drop he did before. That's basically the same rhythmic line, which is very cool because it is not what I would call guitar centric.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, this guy's cool. I like what he does. Maybe a little long-winded for my personal tastes, but I'm down with this guy. This guy gets the snob approval. He's got it going on. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Jamie Slays, that doesn't look interesting enough to me. Oh my gosh, this text, between the fact that it's like some Microsoft Word art shit and the fact that it is totally shook, let's do it. Oh, Mike, you mean this isn't your first time reacting to this video? No.
I'm almost speechless.
Yes. That intro is just as interesting as that pause. As we're going to see, our boy here, Out Loud Studios, needs to learn to trim a few things here.
Today we're going to be checking out a song that has been requested literally dozens of times, and that song is Xanadu from Rush off of the Exit Stage Left concert. I don't know why this has been requested so many times, but literally comment.
This guy must have been new to the game. Speaking as someone who's been doing this with a decent amount of notoriety for years now, the requests that you get not only come in all the time, but even after you've done an entire video dedicated to the requests that people send you, you still get an obnoxious amount of people being like, what's your thoughts on Tool? Thoughts on blank. It's just like, man, fuck it. I'm going to put in as much effort as you did into that shit fucking question. Thoughts on blank. Thoughts on blank. Thoughts on Gojira. Thoughts on AC/DC. Thoughts on guitars. Thoughts on breathing. I'm not a fucking fortune teller machine in an arcade you just pop a fucking quarter into and get whatever response you want out of, dude. I'm a person. Like, if I press the thoughts on button on my controller, video game mic will speak. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
After comment, and those comments get a ton of likes. So it must be pretty good. Songs like
it must be pretty good.
Long, so we're gonna do this a little bit different.
Like, as a dude who owns a studio and is on YouTube doing these, I'm really shocked he's not heard of Rush Xanadu. But then again, you know what? I hadn't when I started either. So, you know, it's not completely unbelievable.
Today, I'm just gonna watch it all the way through. We're not gonna stop. I'll probably add a little bit of commentary here and there.
I really don't like that at all. I don't like the sitting down and watching it the entire way through with no commentary. That adds no fucking value at all. You can say it does, but I don't agree. Your thoughts at the end of the video, if you add next to no commentary in between, are just as valuable to me with or without me watching you watch the video for 17 minutes. All right. So how fucking long does he take? All right, he wasn't as long of an intro as the other guy, so that's a good thing. right, we're gonna skip through here. See if we can find him talking at all. See how this is not interesting in the fucking slightest? I still don't understand what people get out of watching someone else watch something else. It's a fucking mind boggle to me. Maybe it's the illusion of having the company of someone else, which is potentially true. Maybe it's the fact that, and in my personal opinion, this gets closer to the truth. Maybe it's the fact that these guys basically act as emotional prostitutes to people's preferences in media. Oh, this person sat down and watched a thing that I like, and they liked it. Therefore, this validates my opinion because I'm insecure in the things that I like. Does that make sense? It's being less valuable as an actual personality, an individual, and more valuable as an emotional sex doll. And I mean, hey, live your life however you want to live it, but at least call a spade a fucking spade. Hey, looks like he opens his mouth here.
Also, anybody else feel like Alex Lifeson's a little bit underrated? If so, please comment, let me know.
That is not a valuable piece of feedback while watching the video at all. That could be tagged on at the end or at the beginning without you having to watch this at fucking all. Oh, looks like he opens his mouth here. Let's try this.
Crowd's going nuts. I'm wondering, is this where the album version starts?
I don't know. I didn't really give a shit about that either. All right, so basically he's just gonna watch this thing uncut with what seems to be very invaluable feedback. But here, let's skip to like here. Does he open his mouth here? Nope, he just smiles a little bit. Is that a thing? Okay, maybe this is a thing.
I said it in the last video, but man, the multitasking is insane.
Okay, look, man. In the time between me saying, okay, look, man, and the sentence I'm saying right now, there was a gap, and I even had to take a few pauses and breaks to stop what I was saying because I messed up what I was saying off the top of my head. Okay, look, man. In the time between when I just said, hey, in the time between me saying, okay, look, man, and the sentence I'm saying right now, there was a gap, and I even had to take a few pauses and breaks to stop what I was saying because I messed up what I was saying off the top of my head. Because I took the time to collect my thoughts and accurately and entertainingly convey the thoughts going through my head to you guys. Maybe you think it's inauthentic. I think it's not wasting your fucking time, giving you an overall slightly more polished product. That way I avoid things like whatever the fuck that just was.
I said it in the last video, but man, the multitasking is insane.
For the record, I'm not trying to bust this guy's balls too much. Obviously, he's a smaller channel. He's just doing whatever the fuck he's doing. I am not trying to lampoon this guy. As a matter of fact, I want you guys to all give him a sub and leave him comments of encouragement. I want you to go make this guy's fucking day. All right, let's just skip to the end where hopefully he has something interesting to say.
That was the fastest 12 minutes of my life. I moved the mouse here to see where I'm at. I thought I was like halfway through. I must have been way more into that than I thought I was because that face that I made, I was like, how did that go so fast? Like usually you think a 12-minute song and you're like...
Another instance of where you could probably collect your thoughts a little bit better and cut around it so that you don't have to worry about things that you're worrying about. See how that's potentially a lot less interesting?
Like, oh man, like, geez. I felt like that was...
You could have, okay, perfect example. You could have cut that space. Just cut it the fuck out.
Usually you think a 12-minute song and you're like, oh man, like, geez. I felt like that was 5 or 6 minutes, like, for real. I literally can't believe that that's over. Man.
I don't know whether it's an effort thing or whether or not it's just people liking the raw, uncut stuff, but I can say right now, hitting the C button on your keyboard and going in and clipping it out So you just get rid of that gap of bullshit that enriched no one's fucking life. You could have given us back several seconds of our life if you just cut this fucking video down. No, we must watch you stare blankly at a computer screen, not even watching the video anymore, just staring. Anyway, moving on. All right, who the fuck is next? Herman Lee reacting to the do. All right, let's do it.
So,
no pun intended.
With you guys around, all these requests asking me to watch this video, let's look at this, the do video that I don't know how many messages I got. A lot of them. Just let's see what it's about.
See, he already cut himself. Not like cut himself, like cut his video.
Oh, I love that Hello Kitty.
Oh, thank you. Well, can I play
I
the
love
one
that Hello
song
Kitty
that I know how to
guitar,
play? I kind of just started playing.
Yeah.
You'll definitely skip me, though. Everybody skips me when I start playing.
No, shut up. Play.
Oh.
Actually can't really remember how it goes.
It's okay. Don't worry.
You're so encouraging.
The funniest part is for a person who is supposed to sound like a quote unquote beginner, that actually sounds extremely clean, like too clean almost. Fuck it, I'm sitting here reacting to the video itself instead of Herman Lee. Look at me fucking up here. But the young girl is, and I mean this in the least condescending way possible, ignorant as to what good and bad guitar playing really sound like. So in her brain, it's like, oh yeah, he's not that great. It works enough.
I need one of those guitars. I needed one when I was young.
You think it's possible?
Practice enough, you could actually get really good at it.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I remember how it goes.
Wow.
Oh.
Cool. He's playing the Steve Vai song.
Yeah,
From
fucking
Crossroads.
whatever his fucking bag or whatever it is. She's
Is
dying.
this trolling? Is it trolling girls online?
Yeah, it's fucking great, isn't it? Is this the world's most interesting reaction? Outside of the fact that he is Herman Lee, I would say no, but it's still fun. Why? Why does Herman Lee get the grace to not have the world's most interesting reaction when there's a bunch of us who don't get the same grace? This all has to come down to making your audience give a shit. At the end of the day, that is the YouTube game. How do you engage an audience when they're scrolling through to get them to stop, to give enough of a shit to stop for 1 second? How do you get them to give a shit enough to stare and evaluate for another 2 seconds whether or not to click on a video? How do you get them, having never seen you or met you before in their entire lives, to stay and watch, to give a shit enough to stay and watch? This idea of being able to capture and captivate an audience online manifests itself in a lot of very healthy and very unhealthy ways. But the point is, Herman Lee has already done that well before he ever had a strong online presence. He was in Dragon Force. He's been on G3 tours. He's been at a bajillion things. He's an amazing guitar player. So that giving a shit factor was built in. So therefore, we're getting to see a side of Herman Lee we don't normally get to see, which is him speaking and being a personality. And that makes it fun and engaging for the audience in and of itself, because we know him as the artist, and now we're getting to know him as the person, which is pretty dang cool. I don't get that grace. But then again, I'm not in fucking Dragon Force. All right, next victim. This fucking guy, Wings of Pegasus. Every one of his damn thumbnails, he has this giant shit-eating grin on his face, and I just can't. How could you be so happy all the time? You are not allowed. If I am going to be pissed off all the time, you are not allowed to be this happy. All right, in all seriousness, even before I watched this I tried recording this video before and I completely fucked it up, so I had to make this again. Even before I had this as a video idea, I've actually seen his videos before, but we'll dive into this in a second. Either way, Smiles fucking McGee, here we go.
Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to another analysis video. On the agenda tonight,
Analysis video. Yes, it's a reaction, but he is doing analysis, almost like he's trying to add value. God forbid. Spoonful of sugar, reaction title, makes the medicine, the analysis, go down. Good shit. I'm already on board.
Right, we have Roy Clark, and I've had loads of requests for Roy, and I finally got there. We're going to be looking at Roy playing Malaguena, and this is from The Odd Couple, so it's from a TV show, and lots of you would have seen this before, but if you haven't, you're in for a treat. I'm going to play this the whole way through, because I think it's important just to get a vibe for the whole performance without stopping it, and it's only 3 minutes 12 seconds long, so there'll be a little bit of chat at the beginning, because it's part of a TV show. So let's get this up on screen.
37-second intro. In that 37 seconds, I, 1, know what the fuck we're watching. 2, if I've never seen this guy before, I have an idea of his personality and what he's like. 3, I know what to expect with this video in that small amount of time. It didn't take much. He didn't even have to cut himself. He just went right through. He did a great job. Cut the bullshit. Get to the good stuff. Now, normally I would critique this guy for playing the whole thing uncut, but I will say he did at least have a reason not to do so that you can have a vibe for the entire performance, which I don't really consider on my end a valid reason, but at the same time, I understand the perspective. It does matter having the entirety of a performance sometime to really understand the vibe of what's going on. Either way, I'm not going to really give him shit for it, but just something worthy of note.
For me, play some Bach on the guitar.
No more Bach. Will you play my...
Play some Bach. Play some Bach. Ah, yes, the not pretentious motherfucker listening to Bach.
favorite Mountain Dew?
No. Play a nice classic.
Play some fucking Mountain
When are
Dew,
you ready,
yeah.
Dick Clarence? I want to Mountain Dew! Wait.
Fuck yeah, Mountain Dew. Do it.
Could I do something for myself?
Never. Fuck you. That's some pretty fucking impressive tremolo picking for the record. Or I'm sorry, tremolo.
Tremolo picking.
All right, so this isn't valuable watching all this, I'll be honest. Oh, there it is. He cracked a smile. Does he say anything throughout this performance? He does right here, it looks like.
And I'm just going to stop it there because what I love about this video, I mean, what a great performance, what a great...
Okay, in his defense, it was only 3 minutes. So you know what? Watching a 3-minute video uncut, it's not the world's worst thing ever. I'll give him back some of that credit.
Piece overall, the way that he made it his own and just did a crazy, crazy version that is so technically perfect, the way that he's playing it. But what...
Quick disagreement. I don't know if, and I had watched this before, I don't know that I would consider it quote unquote technically perfect myself, but I think that's also part of the nature of the acoustic guitar, especially when you do play things extraordinarily fast. You are much more prone to muting strings as opposed to them ringing out very clearly. From where I come from, I don't consider it technically perfect, but I think that also comes out as part of the personality of the performer, which I find very valuable. Either way, it's a little nitpicky there. Let's skip ahead here and see what else he has to say about this.
And an entertainer and known for the TV side of things, his name would be mentioned a lot more if he was just an artist in his own right. So this is the important thing to note, that we shouldn't let this TV or the entertainment industry or the entertainment side of it get in the way of that playing, the music industry side of it, and that musicality that Roy's got. He is so good at the guitar. He is so good at playing. He's got so many techniques and have done the last 2 nights. Roy's name comes up because he's such a great country player, but Roy is just such a great player, full stop. He's got all...
Okay. Get to something specific. Okay, that's my one critique right here, at least for skipping this far through. Something specific, please.
I think Roy just has everything. He's just a great guitar player, full stop. That's...
You said we just heard that. Okay, maybe this is a bad example because I've seen other videos from this guy where he actually does go into more specifics of techniques or theory, and maybe I'm wrong on this. This does not seem to merit 7 minutes worth of commentary. You could have whittled that down maybe to 4, but you know, is what it be. I still like this guy regardless. He seems like a nice chap. So as far as guitarists reacting to fucking bullshit ass things to be reacted to, where do you think I fall on the list? You can let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, if you like what I do on my channel, please support me on Subscribestar. That is the only way I can keep making badass videos for you. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on.